Hey Lori, how you doing? Thank you so much for including your recent updated website. Let me go ahead and make some comments. So I think right now the website is showing a little bit of a lack of consistency in your branding. And let me describe what I mean. If we jump over to the business card that you had submitted, this was the work that you had submitted for the business card. Now we can even just kind of zoom in here and take a look at this. Now, this was the logo that you had presented, right? So that should be the logo that you're using in all of your branding. So we jump over to the website and we see that this is a different logo. I think it's more effective. I really do. I think this is your answer right here, this logo right here. But you had also had the camera with the heart in it. And we see that right here. This camera is a little bit different. So again, pointing to some inconsistencies and some inconsistencies in your branding presentation. I think we can also jump over here and take a look at the letterhead. See, the letterhead showing that same logo from the business card, but again, it's different over here in the website. I happen to think that this is pretty effective. I think your logo answers lie right here. I would recommend using this. Take your camera right there and place it right over here. And that's going to actually be a pretty effective logo. I would love the variation of the typefaces from the name to the discipline, and then I think this adds a really nice, playful little utilitarian touch to it as well. So that would be my recommendation. So at that point, where do we go from here? We go back to the business card. If you like the idea of using that as a logo, you go back to the business card and the letterhead and go ahead and create your business card and your letterhead using that logo with the camera over there. If you want to stick with this logo right here, then we would have to come back to the website and replace all of the pages, the logo on all of the pages, ultimately. But what you would do in for this class is you would just go ahead and add a page to your website that either call it GRA 420 or call it a branding or something like that, and have a dedicated page so that we can come to your website. You can click that branding page and come down and view your logo, your resume, your letterhead, and then eventually your leave behind piece as well. Now, that is something that if this is a live website that you use, you can go ahead and remove that from the website as soon as the class is completed. But for the scope of this class, we do need to have a website that's dedicated to branding. So I would definitely, and remember at the beginning of the class, I said if you're going to use a pre-existing website, just go ahead and add a page or a subsection regarding GRA 420 and or branding so that we can take a look at on a separate page of your branding. So again, in summary, I think that the branding is a little bit inconsistent in its presentation. Specifically, as we see here, this logo is not consistent with this logo. My recommendation to improve your logo is to use this work right here, placing the camera right over to the side. And then you can just go ahead and replace all of the pages of your website. You can replace that logo, and you can add a branding page with that logo and the other branding elements associated with the other collateral materials for presentation. Okay, so those are my recommendations. If you have any questions at all, Lori, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any clarifications necessary. Thank you very much.